At Lenovo's booth today here at CES 2020, I spent quite a bit of my time there with their new Chrome OS tablet, the Lenovo Chromebook Duet, and I came away just super excited about the idea of Chrome OS on tablets again. So let's go over it and I can tell you why. We'll get to all the specs and all that kind of stuff here in just a second, but the main pieces of this that Lenovo has absolutely nailed are all the pieces that make tablets worth using in the first place. And if you've been around our channel for any amount of time, or you've been over at chromeunbox.com, you know that I don't think all tablets are actually worthwhile. Like, I don't like big tablets, and tiny tablets have kind of been supplanted by phones. So for me, a tablet needs to be somewhere in the 10-inch range. It needs to be easy to use with one hand, and there need to be things on it that are actually worth using as a tablet. And most of my use cases for tablets have just kind of gone out the window as Chromebooks have gotten lighter and thinner. So honestly, I've learned to just operate without a tablet for most things, and I use a phone and a Chromebook. But this tablet is a little bit different, and most of that is because it's of a size that makes a lot of sense for multiple things, and its weight is completely in control. Whereas things like the Pixel Slate, for instance, were just too heavy, maybe too rounded and odd to hold in one hand and use in that way. This device comes off as something that I could hold, it feels like, for like an hour without having to deal with any, hand cramping or feeling awkward. Reading a book with it, reading magazines, watching content, that kind of stuff that you want to do on a tablet, this thing is going to really excel at. It comes in at just under a pound, and in a 10.1-inch form factor, it was just a delight to pick up and use. I really liked browsing through websites on it, reading news. I pulled up a book and did a couple things with it. Everything I did on it, every time I picked it up, I was just absolutely pleased with the way it felt in my hand. And to be honest, when we heard that there was going to be a 10-inch Chromebook tablet at CES, I just kind of tempered my expectations, expected something cheap or flimsy or something aimed at the education market, and this is none of those things. It's put together exceptionally well. The display is bright and vibrant at 400 nits. It's a full HD panel, but it's 16 by 10, so it's actually 1920 by 1200, I believe is the resolution on it. Powered by MediaTek's newest chip, the P60T. It just has a lot of good stuff going for it, and on top of that, the price on it is kind of bonkers. It's $279, and it comes with the first party keyboard that pops in via pogo pins, and then it's also got a back that magnetically attaches with a kickstand. So you get the entire package. You get the Chromebook feel, you can use it on your lap or on a table in desktop orientation, or you can pop it out of all that stuff and have this nice, light, functional tablet. And I just can't say that of any other Chrome OS device at this point. The Pixel Slate is nice and it does a lot of cool things, but it's too big for a tablet, it's too heavy. This solves all of that, and the MediaTek processor inside is fast enough, and it's going to be really good at running ARM applications, so all your Android apps are going to run really well on it. Pop it into the keyboard stand and you have a fully functional desktop. The USB-C port on the edge is going to give you extensions to, extra monitors and stuff like that. So, this is going to be a productive little tablet for a lot of people, but it's also going to be a fun tablet to use as an actual tablet. And that's just not something I've been able to say yet of any Chrome OS tablet, because the ones that have been small enough have been kind of cheap and clunky feeling, and the processor in them was too slow to really enjoy. So this solves it from a processor standpoint. It solves it from a price standpoint. $280 for the keyboard and the tablet itself. And honestly, from an aesthetic standpoint, the thing looks great. It feels great to use. And I'm just, as you can probably tell, super excited that there's finally a Chrome OS tablet coming. It's coming out in May. That is going to be so easy to recommend for people to pick up. For $280, yes, go pick this thing up. It'll have 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage, so plenty of space to store all your stuff. And again, it's just an easy recommend, and we're so excited that there's finally a tablet that is going to be worthy of saying, hey, you want a tablet that runs Chrome OS and Android apps and all that stuff? Check this one out, because it's actually a good contender. But guys, that's been it for this one. As we get more about this tablet, and hopefully we get a review unit pretty soon, we'll definitely come back with more, and we'll have a review of it when it comes out later in the year. But for now, that's it. If you like this one, give it a thumbs up, go down there and hit the subscribe button, and be sure to hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted when we make future videos just like this one. Till next time, we'll see you.